the next corner tunasimamishwa, tunachinjwa. Mathematics walikuwa wanatumia kikisi kusomesha, Kiswahili walikuwa wanatumia kikisi kuongelesha, English, everything, science, social studies. And yet she'll just keep me and give out the answer and continue like nothing happened. Yo! If it's any time that I was famous, it was that time. Nilikuwa ninafuata hivi na msafara. I was like, guy, kwani mimi ni mzungu? For those who lost their beloved ones during these post-elections, I am really, really, really sorry, by the way. It's hurting. There are no words that I can say. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Likin Mwakera. Thank you so much for tuning in. And if you are new, kindly subscribe, comment, like and share. You can watch any of my videos. I'm a content creator. Actually, I'm basing on so much everything. There's so many videos that you can click on my video and see. I'm probably around everywhere. It has been a while since I uploaded any content on YouTube. Life has been busy. There have been a lot of changes in my life here and there, and some adjustments that I need to do. But I'm back to do what I love doing, and be prepared, be ready for more and awesome content from me. So this is another series of tragic events of my life, and today I'm going to share my story on post-election. We all know, all Kenyans, we all know that we had a post-elections 2007, and it was one of the tragic moments that all of us went through. Even if you are not like directly affected, you found a way to get out of the country, I'm sure you are affected in a way, because you are like, how is my family doing? The diaspora, they were worried. I know you are worried if you're a diaspora at that time, and you're worried like, how is my family? How are they doing? How is everything? When is this going to end? So there's this lot of people, us, who are still remaining in Kenya, who are in Kenya, man. So we all know how it turned out. It's one of the saddest moments of our lives as Kenyans. We let the politicians play with our minds, and they flew when we were fighting each other and killing each other. They were just okay, and their families were well protected, but we stooped so low to do that. But I know right now we are better. We are well equipped with knowledge. We know better. We cannot do that. And by the way, kudos Kenyans. Kudos so much for the elections that we did this year, 2022. You are so mature, by the way. And continue being like that, by the way. It's Makofi. And we couldn't go back to what we've experienced. So, story time. Let me back to the story. So, 2007, I was in class 6. Come to think of it, it has been it has been ages. It has been a while. I was in class 6, and and things happened so fast. As a class 6 student in primary school, I was actually learning in St. Mary's Primary School, Nakuru. It is the only girls' school in Nakuru. Day and boarding. So all my life, I have studied girls' schools, except preparatory and kindergarten. I studied in mixed school, and then we shifted to Nakuru, and that is when I started going to St. Mary's Primary School. and it was a girls' school. And then high school, I went to a girls' school. So all my life, I can say that I have just experienced life with girls. Yes, and coming to college, it was a different thing. Let me not go back out of the story. So I was in class 6 and things happened so fast. I remember when when was it? Was it President Kibaki? Yeah, I remember when President Kibaki was sworn in. Things just changed all of a sudden. We were in the house and things just changed. From one moment things were okay, you are doing your things, the next moment you're not allowed to get out. It is not safe to get out. People are screaming outside. People are with pangas, machetes, roadblocks everywhere. If you try to pass, gari yako ndio hiyo imefungwa. Roadblocks everywhere, tires that were on fire. It was like, I don't know, it was the other side of the coin. I don't know, it was really bad. Yeah, it was really, really bad. So as a standard 6 child, that mind, I was like, whoa, dunia imeisha. What is happening? Why are people behaving like this? We are like, I was like, maybe itaisha too for us. These are normal things that we usually see in the TV, and things just go. They come to better. It was not the case, by the way. It was not the case. At that time, I remember I was not just us, we were me. Okay, that time it was mom, myself, my 2 other siblings, and my aunt and my uncle. They came to visit us. So it just happened that things just changed, went from good to bad at the time that they were visiting us. We were in the house, we were just like, yo, things have just changed, we can't get out, we can't go and buy food. We were like, yo, which tribe are you? Sasa, we were actually this other tribe, the Luo. Yeah, this other tribe, it was just weird. And remember, it was a fight against the Luo and the Kikuyu. It was tribalistic. I know, it's so sad. Yeah, many people were killed. Many properties were lost and damaged because of that. I remember the third day of the post-elections. We were just in the house. And the plot that we were living in, it was a combination of all tribes. There were Kikuyus, there were Luos, there were Kisis, there were the Somalis people. Actually, hao ndio walikuwa wamejaa hapo. Yes. It was in a place, it was in Nakuru, Ngala. Yes, Ngala. So, in our minds, as a young kid, you get information from other people, how things are going. You listen to how the grown-ups, the adults are talking about this stuff. And you're like, Kai, meaning Mkisi, I'm not Mr. Kani kuongela, as nikitoka nje naweza pigwa kwa sababu mimi ni Mkisi. Yeah. So that was the trauma. So because of the post-elections, and remember, because of the post-elections, school was cut. Just like that, tomorrow, the following day, we were not allowed to go to school because it was something else. It was hell on earth. Yeah. It was like it was how like Revelation actually, how Revelation would be. Like there was fire everywhere, tires everywhere, roadblocks everywhere, watu na mawe, people throwing stones here and there, stealing things from. Hey, I remember people stealing things from other people's supermarkets, shops. people got a loss. It was a, no, they Kenyans, we know what we went through together. Yeah, so school was closed. It was cut. We didn't even like, we were not even given a heads up in school. Like, it was automatic. No parent could allow the child to go to school when it's chaotic. Yeah, so for me the experience was weird. The experience was bad. Yeah, so I remember that one night we were asleep. The third day of the elections, I remember we were asleep in the house. It was a 1-bedroom house, so my parents were sleeping in the bedroom with my 2 other siblings, and then I was sleeping in the sitting room with my aunt and uncle on the other side. So our caretaker was a Kikuyu. That time it was around 12 at night, and the following day we were to wake up so early in the morning and travel to Shago. We were to go to Kisii, the whole family. Hey, so that night we had packed our things very, very well, neat, and we were scared because where we were living, it was not safe. So we were so scared. And that night, so our caretaker was a Kikuyu. So that time it was a plot. So sisi we were in the first floor, and then there was a second floor. We were in the first floor, number 12. I'm a light sleeper. Together with my aunt, there's light sleepers. I remember there were footsteps on the stairs, and people were talking in Kikuyu language. So I could hear the caretaker saying, "Hawa ni wa Kisii," in Kikuyu. "Hawa ni wa," pointing at our houses. "Hawa ni wa Kisii, hawa ni Somali, hawa ni Wajaluo, lakini hawako, wameenda." I think that time ni God to that time was when people were like, is it the Mungiki? Yes, the Mungiki. These bad people were coming and wanaingilia watu kwa mashamba. No, the killers and the robbers, they were just like wankuwa wamefunguliwa waende waue watu. Kama wewe ni Mjaluo, kama wewe ni Mkikuyu, these 2 tribes were fighting, putting other tribes such as us at risk. Or maybe because you are supporting President Kibaki and you are supporting Raila Odinga. It was hectic for us. You can comment down below your experience in 2007. So at that time, it is God, nothing happened to us. So ikafika asubuhi, we packed our things. The first vehicle, it was a Transline. Ndio sisi kwa gari tumefika Kericho, kuna roadblock. Dereva alikuwa anashinda akisimama anaulizia, anapiga simu, kunaendeleaje huko? We tulikuwa kwa hiyo gari, we were like, kwanza the time zenye magari zilikuwa zina travel, zilikuwa zinasimamishwa, watu wanachomewa ndani, ama watu wanatolewa, wanachinjwa, depending who you are, which tribe you are. And what they used to do is just by communicating in one language. If you can't respond, cha! I still can't believe that I'm alive to tell this story. Where? God. God has a purpose for everyone, my friend. For those who lost their beloved ones during these post-elections, I am really, really, really sorry, by the way. It's hurting. There are no words that I can say. There are no words. It's just God is going to take care of you during the hard times, and what you lost, your loved ones. Stay strong. It wasn't easy. it's still not easy. Yeah, so that time we were in the vehicle like this, dereva anapiga, anashinda akisimama mahali, anaulizia vile kuko, anachukua matana kutumia machuomu, mapanya roads. She was in order to save people. In my mind as a young child, I was like, the next corner tunasimamishwa, tunachinjwa. Hiyo kona ingine the next corner tunasimama. I was so scared, but I couldn't tell anyone. I mean, young children have so many thoughts and imaginations, but there's some things they can share because they're afraid they'll be told, "Where ebu nyamaza." Yeah, so thank God we reached Ushago and we were safe. We thanked God, we prayed, and life began. I stayed in Ushago. I started going to school in Ushago. Life in Ushago was different. Schooling was different. The environment was different. Students were different. Way of learning was different. Everything was different. I was so scared even going to school because how unaamka asubuhi 6 a.m. you are late, and mwalimu and the teacher mwalimu alikuwa amesimama kwa gate 6 a.m. ameshika kiboko, mmesimamishwa hapo 6, anaweka hivi laini, ni wengine muende, hiyo ni you are late 6 a.m. class 6. Zile viboko tulikuwa tunawekwa, my friend. By big ups wenye wote mmesomea Ushago na bado mnasomea Ushago, but the life is not easy. So I had to adjust. Unaamka 6, like how you're speaking your Kiswahili is not the same as the children who are learning in Ushago. You know, when you're a bontao, unashinda kusema bana cheki tufanye aje bana, hiyo class ilikuwa fiti. So that is how I used to talk. I mean, that is a town way of talking. Bana ati bana hiyo class ilikuwa poa bana, mimi sirudi bana, hiyo mwalimu bana alikuwa anasoma nilikuwa nasikia kulala bana, hiyo exam nini. So all the time the students hapo Ushago, they used to mimic me all the time. So what they say, you find them using the word bana and how they're pronouncing it bana. If it's any time that I was famous, it was that time. Nilikuwa ninafuata hivi na msafara. I was like, guy, kwani mimi ni mzungu? As in how I was speaking, how I was carrying myself, and okay, I was putting on shoes, rubber shoes. There are students who didn't have rubber shoes. Nilikuwa nimeshuka nywele and the rest walikuwa wamenyoa. So kuna hiyo treatment that you are special in a way, nini. I tell you. So there's this one teacher during English. English actually was one of my favorite subjects ever growing up. Up to now, it's still the best, and I passed it. So back in Nakuru, we had finished the book, the textbook. But here in Ushago, it's like tulikuwa sasa halfway. So I had gone through all the text and the questions, all the stories, so I knew. So when the teacher asks a question, my hand was always up, for the love of English. But she couldn't choose me. And you know, it was traumatizing. I even went back home and told my grandma, kuna hivi na hivi, mimi sipendi mapendeleo yenye iko huko. If you will find that there's nobody who knows the answer to the question, I'm the only one who knows it, and yet she'll just keep me and give out the answer. and continue like nothing happened. Yo, what is that? Yeah. So I don't know how it went. I don't know how it went, but yo, isi poa beze. Haikuwa poa. I felt so, psyche ikaanza kurudi chini, and I was really worried about it, and I was like, when is this going to end? And when the teachers were teaching, they were using mother tongue. Walikuwa wanaongea na Kikisi. Mimi ni Bontao. Kisi inaingilia hapa, inatoka inaenda hiyo kwingine. So actually stay in Kisii that time, actually it came with the benefits. Niliweza kushikashika 1 to 3 on learning on how to 1 to 3 to speak, to speak na kuelewa na kuongea na watu wengine. Sasa haungenisengenya that time. So that is the advantage that I got from that. But when they were teaching, they used even mathematics. Mathematics walikuwa wanatumia Kikisi kusomesha. Kiswahili walikuwa wanatumia Kikisi kuongelesha. English, everything, science, social studies, they were using Kikisi kufunza. So it was a hard thing for me. And you shall go when you are not here. You don't use your mind. And ilikuwa mixed school. Ilikuwa mixed school. And remember, mi nimezoea kusoma girls school. So there were so many challenges that I went through. How to relate with boys. It was a really, really, really difficult stage for me that time. So that is when I developed my stone face. So I realized when you're laughing with them, they were really losing respect for you. But ukiwa umeka stone face pale, they won't even speak to you. They won't even mind. Like, they won't even know that you're existing. So I was like, yo, this is the safe place. Stone face all the time. Stone face. So hadi sahi, up to now, I'm like, I found it like it was peaceful in a way, because nobody is like asking you questions or talking to you when you don't feel like talking to anybody. So I was like, that is up to now, I'm like, people are asking me, na amekuchokoza. I'm like, nakuna mtu amenichokoza, I'm okay. Yeah, so there were some benefits from it. Yeah, staying out of, keeping your own boundaries. Yeah, keeping your own boundaries with the stone face. Anyway, yeah, so and then what is Dambia? So when you wake up in the morning, haraka 6 a.m. you're in class. Ni mbio. Umeenda shule bila breakfast. Actually, when you wake up at 4, make sure umeasha kuni, my friend. Kuni tungwa Oi Mokira, Mokira amepitia maneno. Guy. Ameasha kuni. Actually niliza kuwasha moto ya kuni that time. Nimeweka miti these dry sticks, wet sticks. Nimejaribu kuwasha, haiwaki. They are green. Time is going. You need to have breakfast. Time imeenda. You leave it there. And my grandmother was a teacher in that school. So she used to, I'm going to harakisha muende. And then shule mtachelewa. Hey. Nimefika. Kukimbia mbio. Akigai. Mimi, I don't know. When you wanatoka sijua I'm gonna like big up, by the way. When you mulisomea shago. Big up. Simbali. Si mchezo, by the way. Si mchezo. So tuko hapo, unakimbia, and then lunchtime ikifika, the school was not providing food. You run back home. Mupike lunch, mkule, back to school on time. And so the post-elections, Nilisha, I was the happiest girl ever. me, I just thank God that He protected us, my family and I. We weren't really much affected, but alituchunga, by the way. So when he came back, when things just went well and okay, we came back to Nakuru and life just went as how it was. But there was a really, really, really big change on how students were referring to each other. There is still that trauma. There is still that thing that was in people. Now when in Mjaluo, when in Kikuyu, when in Kisii, when in he, nini. So as time went by, we learned how to live with that. And yeah, that is how my life in post-election was. I don't know how your story was. You can comment down below and just say how your life was. For me, that is how my experience was, because I was a young girl. I was in class 6, and yeah, that is what I remember. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more. Never miss out. And if you are new, subscribe, comment, like, and share. Until next time.